guys, so today I am here doing a talk through video on this makeup look here. It is a fresh face, new year, new you kind of a look. I got my hair really short, so I wanted to do just a simple everyday makeup that I've been drawn to quite often. This is what I'm going to be most definitely rocking to school, everyday things. If I'm gonna run errands, I would do a little less makeup, but this is a put together, really quick, easy, simple look that you can do. Throughout the videos, I do give you tips and tricks on why I do certain things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and you had a great New Year's, and welcome to 2016. Holy cow. So I guys hope you guys enjoy, and let's jump into the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start off is priming the skin, and I'm going to be using my YSL, what is it called again? Doucheclat Blur Perfection. So it looks like this here. It is a pink base, and it has these little sparkles in it. It's pretty cool. What I'm going to do is smear this right onto my large pores here and on my nose. Wherever you have imperfections that you want to blur away or oil control, apply that primer here. Other primers you can use is the Makeup Forever, the mattifying one, and the pore refining. There's also the Benefit Professional. I hear Maybelline came out with their own line as well on minimizing pores and fine lines, also wrinkles. So you guys should check those out. I'm really liking this one because of the consistency of how it feels against the skin, but it also does help keep my makeup on all day. And it starts to help refine my pores. I do have really enlarged pores. Okay, so sticking with the face, I'm going to be going in color correcting. I'm using my Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer Skin Base, and it's a radiant primer that they have, so it's their orange base. And what I like to do is apply a couple dots underneath the eyes, around where my acne scarring is, so like right here. I do have a lot of acne around my chin. This can go around the mouth and anywhere you have darkness, really. So what this orange is going to do is going to counteract that dark spot. So if you go straight in with foundation, you are going to see those gray patches show up through your foundation because of how the foundation is laying on the skin. So it's going to make it look ashier, but by adding in this orange corrector, it will counteract those dark spots that you may have on your face and let the foundation glide on smoother, and let that pigment in the foundation actually cover what you need to be covered. So I'm going to be using a Sephora blending brush, and I'm just going to blend this product into the base. So for the foundation, I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender to blend this out, and I'm using my Becca Ultimate Cover Complexion Cream. You can go for a lighter coverage, but personally, I like that full coverage look to the face because of my acne scarring. If I do want to go lighter on some days, I will use my NARS Sheer Glow. That gives a really pretty effect to the face. I just found for longer days like school that this will keep me going all through the day. With a beauty blender, it does shear it out and it makes it look a little more natural against the skin. So that's what I want to have. I want to have a skin-like appearance. So using the butt of the beauty blender, I'm going to bounce this into my skin. As you can see, this gave me a really full coverage base. Honestly, personally, I like that. So if you guys don't use a BB cream, a CC cream, or a lighter coverage foundation, whatever works for your skin type, for sure apply that as your base. For concealer, I'm going with my Ride or Die NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Biscuit. I've been meaning to try a different concealer because as you can tell, I took up the stopper because obviously there's more product in there as it seems. So as this one's about to get her going, I'm gonna try another one. I think I might try the Urban Decay one. We'll see how that goes, right? So as I apply this to my forehead, just to brighten it up a little bit, and to my chin, I like to work this around the mouth area because I do get redness and darkness there, and around the nose, and of course under the eyes. To set our hard work, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I like to cook underneath my eyes and my eyelids because I crease like crazy, and I find that this area stays matter longer throughout the day, so I look hella crazy right now too. But we're just gonna roll. We're gonna roll with it. And then I like to use my beauty blender and dab that around the face and set my face that way too. Feel like it locks everything in place really well, and I use much less powder when doing it this way. I waited a couple minutes and I brushed off the excess powder and I bounced in one of those on my eyelids just to prime them. And now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo number 2. And I'm going to use a bronze shade here, and I'm going to warm up the cheeks. I don't like contouring on an everyday basis. I find that's a little too much. But I find using this bronzing powder does help sculpt the face still, and it does warm it up. So I'm going to do it on the hollows of my cheeks, the forehead, and the jawline. Just anywhere the sun would naturally hit the face and give the face shadow. And I'm using my Eda brush here, and I've just turned it sideways just to go in and bronze the cheeks, and it still gives it that good sculpted effect here. For blush, I'm going to be mixing 2 different colors. I'm going to be going in with this peachier shade here. Looks quite pink on camera, sorry. And I'm also going to go in with this darker mauvier shade. So it's a plum wine color, I would say. And then going in with a coral shade here. Mixing these two to give a healthy flushed cheek. Cute, right? For highlight, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop Highlight in Wisp. These are very interesting textures. I don't know how I feel about these quite yet, but they do give a beautiful sheen to the cheeks. Did I mention it was in Wisp? I don't know if it is. But I'm using this e.l.f. concealer brush. Guys, this brush is bomb for highlighting. I always wanted to find a really good small but precise brush that would pick up enough product to give me that good glow. I was using a blending brush for a while. Nappy. This one is the jazz. So the way I like to highlight is right underneath the brow, and then sweep it around the cheekbone and sweep it a little bit on the apples, because I do have fuller cheeks, and honestly I love showing off my cheeks. So yeah, I'm just gonna highlight right over here, and then a little bit between the eyebrows and on the cupid eye. So this is the face completed. Now let's move on to the eyes. For the eyes, I'm going to keep it really simple, and I'm just going to stick with shades from my Shade and Light Eye palette from Kat Von D. If you guys don't have this, honestly, think about purchasing this because you have your warm, what is it? Your neutral quad, your cool tone quad, and your warm tone quad. So it's honestly every neutral shade you will ever need in your life. If you're a makeup junkie, obviously you're going to go buy more palettes that have neutrals in them. But if you are on a budget and you just need one palette that has everything in it, I honestly recommend this one because this one is the bomb. Like, look at it. You have your staple black, it has a dark brown, it has the best transition shade for any skin tone ever. Like, that one is just amazing. So many highlight shades. Like, honestly, I was scared that this one and this one were quite similar because they do look similar, but they are not. They're quite different, and I love this palette. So honestly, think about picking this up because everyone raves about it. Just hop on the bandwagon and think about it. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is this one right here. Taking on a Real Techniques blending brush. And I'm just really going to work this into the crease and just blend it out and give my crease some definition here. And to lightly deepen up the crease, I'm going to go with this one right next to it and just taking it on the tip of the brush and just working on the outer V of the eye. So we have a very defined crease. I'm going to take a little bit on my pinky finger, actually, in that darkest brown, and I'm really just going to run underneath my lash line. Easiest way to do it, and it diffuses color really easily. Now from the same palette, see, comes in handy, right? I'm going to take a little bit of this cream color here, and a little bit of that N color, mix them together, not too stark of a brow bone highlight. Just sweep it on with this Equal Tools brush. And quickly, since we're in the palette, I'm going to be using this darker charcoal color here and just slightly fill in my brows wherever they need them. And then I'm going to go lightly set them in place with some brow gel. I'm in love with this brow gel, honestly. It's by Maybelline and it's their Brow Drama Sculpt. It's in clear. You guys, hold my brows in place all day. All day. Okay, to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go on with a mascara and my eyelash curler. The eyelash curler I'm using is the Shoot Umore eyelash curler. Let's do that there. The mascara I'm using is the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. It's the one that's in waterproof. I'm really liking waterproof mascara. And I know it's not good for your eyelashes, but I'm on a kick right now with it. And I love it. I love how it holds the curl. I love everything about it. Off the eyes, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Wisp again, and I'm just going to lightly apply that to the inner corners again to brighten up this eye, wake up, fresh, pretty look. And use a little bit underneath that brow bone. retouch that keeps both. And to finish off this look, I'm going to be using Rebel by MAC. It's a very dark plummy color, but my trick is to lightly dab it against the lips. And it will give you such a nice sheer tone stain. It is a satin. Satins from MAC do stain the lips. So that is the completed look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, tell me what you think down below, and I shall talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.